Okay, there we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Coffee and Art in the Morning. We're zoomed in pretty close. We're working on a little toddler elf, and we've already done a wash on him. This is going to be part two, and he's going to go into the napkin journal, which I will back out of after we finish coloring. So, coloring and fussy cutting him. So, let's move that ribbon out of the way. So we've only just used some acrylic paint washes to put a wash on him. And now we're going to do some shading. So I got a few pencils just right here. We'll just see what we can pick out. I need an olive green, a couple of greens. I know I have a dark olive somewhere. There we go. Those, I don't need more than that, I don't think. We'll need a little bit of a sienna color. That's henna, though. I don't want henna. I want a sienna color. Terracotta. Terracotta. A little bit of terracotta. A little bit of dark brown. A little bit of a dark kind of, well, I'm going to highlight this skin because even a dark skin has highlights. Uh-oh, I got a paint blobby on him. How'd I do that? Oh, probably when I was doing the slapping some paint in the journal, but we'll just go over that. I don't want to scrape it off. I don't want to put a hole in them. And all the going out of the lines, I'm fussy cutting them out. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it goes out of line because you're going to cut it out. All right, so let me get my sharpener over here, and I'm just going to sharpen up these pencils. We'll do a little bit of shading, and then we will cut them out and blend them into the napkin journal. Maybe we'll find something else to throw in there. I don't know. A bird, a bug, a bee, a watch, a clock. That's a lot of things you can add. You can add anything. Just because we're adding a color book page to the napkin journal, it's still a mixed media. You can add other things, collagey bits or whatever. That's not paint, that's a wart. No, he's a little toddler elf. No warts on our toddler, you guys. Okay, then I'm going to need white, black, and I think that'll be enough to go with. It's not, I'll probably need a little bit of a yellow ochre for the flower, or a little bit, I could go with the sienna. Let's go ahead and do it, because we're going to go with sunflower colors, even though this is probably a poppy or something. We're just going to do a little bit of shading, not a lot. We're just, you can, again, just because I kind of speeded, go faster on here, doesn't mean you have to, right? When you're doing a color book page, let me get a bit of yellow here and blend that in. So you can take your time, more shading, more blending. Oh, I'm getting requests. Okay, so if you're watching this recording on YouTube, we have a couple gals, one in particular, Terry, who has a, dare I say, cougar crush? Dare I say that, Terry? A cougar crush on one Jazza. I don't want the orange. And she is saying she wants me to do a portrait, because I do a monthly portrait. If y'all been around for a while, I do a monthly portrait of a YouTuber that I particularly, or, I listen to requests. I have a couple other people that have been requested too, that I'll do a portrait of them. And as a shout out to that YouTuber. So Miss Terry is in chat saying she wants a portrait and she doesn't want to miss it of Jazza. So we will see. Bye, Margaret. Thanks for being here. I didn't see you come in. Now you're leaving out. So thanks for being here. So yeah. Okay, this is gray. I don't want gray. I want dark brown. Here we go. Is this dark brown? Yeah. Okay. So Terry, if we do a Jazza, we'll try to make sure you're here. Dare away. All right, so I think I'll go with the kind of the terracotta sienna color for to darken up the little like leather straps holding on his boots, his little elf shoes. So I try to kind of keep back on my pencil so I'm not blocking anything, but. And then we'll do a little shade on his tights. His tights are a brown kind of leather looking color. So, and I wanted a different color because I want his skin to be dark, but I didn't want it to be like matchy, you know. I wanted his skin to be a different shade of brown than the color of the tights. So there's the tights. You can take a little bit of lighter color and kind of blend that out. Give it a little highlight. Jazza gives Terry art attacks. Oh, brother! That's a good one. All right, Bam. That goes in the wingnut book. Bam! Bam just saying, I don't know who Bam just saying to somebody that's probably a regular that changed their name. So Bam just saying. Jazza gives Terry Trouble art attacks. Terry Trouble. I'm going to make sure. So we got a couple Terrys. Art attacks. Good one. Good one, Bam. Oh, it's Prisma. Oh my gosh. I should have known. Prisma. I knew it was somebody that was here. Prisma, Jessica. Okay. There we go. I got it. Thank you, Carrie. The mods are on this. The mods are on that, Terry. I mean, Prisma. Well, you and Terry. Terry and Prisma. They're both little. You got to keep them out away from the mini bar. I got to keep, let me grab it. We got to keep Bandit. We got to keep Bandit on the job. He's our mini bar guard. I keep him handy. Sorry, guys, I bumped the camera stick. you love you some Aussie accents, Don. He just looked at me and said, "No, Sandy, that was good timing, wasn't it?" Oh my gosh, good timing. Okay, so I think on the little, I'm gonna make. Well, no, I think I will go with little leather ties, little leather X's where the sewing is, right? Yeah, Draw with Jazza, that's his name. And he's got a vlog too, Terry. You know he's got a vlog, right? Daily Jazza. Do you know that, Terry? Yeah, it's Draw with Jazza, but he's got Daily Jazza too. His vlog. Oh my gosh, Terry. Okay, now let's go back to the dark green and start doing a little bit of shading with the dark green. Yeah, I have his app. I have his app on my phone and on my computer. And if you go over to his channel, either one, you'll see the app that it will generate prompts for you, pick prompts for you. I've shown y'all some of the ones I've drawn. I haven't, since that day that I showed you those, I haven't done any more. I haven't had time, but I really think it's an awesome app. Thanks, Ember Rose. Do you mean the elf or do you mean Jazza? Someone's going, he's cute. Oh, yeah, we know what Terry's talking about. Okay. We have fun here. Even the cougars. Even the cougars have fun here. All right. And because it's got the wash of paint, it gives it enough tooth for your color pencils. It just, you'll see, if you've not tried it, a wash of acrylic paint and then putting your color pencil over it, you test it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. You're going, oh man. I've had a couple people say that. Oh, I didn't know how that would feel with the color pencil. It's awesome. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. With a color pencil. Okay, so let's see where we are so far. A little bit of shade. Interesting 2-minute prompts. Yeah, you like my 2-minute prompts? Yeah. I did about maybe 10 2-minute prompts. That's all I did. And I just timed, because the reason I just did 2 minutes is because I wanted to hurry up and get to the next one. So I just did 2-minute ones just so I could see what the next one was. So I showed those last week or the week. Yeah, but, well, it was the same week that it came out. So maybe about a week ago, I guess. Now, you girls don't get carried away now. Oh, alrighty. There we go. Now I'm going to take the lighter green. Uh-oh. Somebody's all over Twitter now. Don't know who that could be. I don't check it while I'm on here, so if you're tweeting me, unless I can tell that I got disconnected or something and y'all are trying to give me a notification. But I think the chat's still moving, so that's not the deal now. So I'm just blending in a little bit with a little bit lighter green here. Oop, broke. Hang on. Prisma, gotta love them. Oh, I had a couple people comment on YouTube saying that they've just bought the box of 150 and it hasn't broke. They haven't had any issues with breakage. And Janet here, Mod Janet, says she bought some new ones and she didn't have a problem with some new ones. So maybe they're on it. Maybe they're on it. We can hope. Well, I just did stick figures. What I like I like the app for Silver was for the ideas. It makes you think outside the box. I didn't even really try to draw anything. Broke again. Oh, let's try that again. It was more for the idea combinations rather than the practicing the drawing, so to speak. Like I said, I chose the 2-minute warning. Okay, broke again. Let's keep at it. I don't know. They moved the factory to Mexico, I guess a couple years ago. All right, I'll not sharpen it to a point. I'll just use it kind of dull because I know it's probably going to break again. And so I don't know. I think actually, my personal opinion, I think they changed the wood. The wood is cheaper wood, and the wood quality is bad, or well, not as good as it used to be. And so they break easier. But hopefully they're going to fix it. I did get a comment on YouTube. Someone said that they are aware of it and going to do something about it and fix it or whatever. So hopefully that is the case. Because I love the softness and blendability of Prismas. But, don't get me started. Yeah, and always you always know. Okay, well this may be one. This may no, this one's not bad. Let me get a white where you can see it. Okay, so this is a good. Now I'm very careful and conscious when I buy individual pencils to make sure when you buy the individual pencils that the lead, and I know it's not lead, the the pigment is centered in the wood. If you get a pencil, and I don't think I have any right handy because I've been really careful about it, but I could find one that's just a little off center. No, that one's not bad. Um, but if you find one where the lead or the pigment is a little bit off center, you know you're going to have sharpening problems. Ah, here's a good one. There's a good example. Look how that's off. Let's see. See how that's off centered? If I put my hands around it, you might. Can y'all tell? See where it's closer to the edge here than over here? That's going to be a problem sharpening right there. So always make sure when you buy them individually to make sure the lead or the pigment is centered. I'm not even going to say that again, Terry, because I have no idea where that one came out of. Terry, I don't know where that. I missed a little bit of that conversation right there. Oh, gee. It's Monday, people. We gotta we gotta have a little fun on Monday, don't we? We gotta have fun on Monday. Set the tone for the rest of the week. That's how I look at it. We gotta have a good tone set for the week. All right, so that's good enough right there, I think. Again, I know it's a little flashed out, but we'll work with it as best we can. Okay, now let's go ahead and I have one more lighter green. Let's just go with a real light green just to kind of just hit the highlights there. And again, lots of light layers. Don't bear down and mash into the page. It's just better to have lots of light layers because that gives you good practice too for blending. Blending and layering, even on a color book page. It gives it a nice, blend when you do light layers of blending. Again, you don't have to worry about going out of the lines because you're going to fussy cut them out. So it's a BAM's fault. Also, you're blaming Prisma now. Y'all throwing each other. The troublemakers are throwing each other under the bus. Okay? The troublemakers are throwing each other under the bus. Okay. All right, so we got his little ties. Let's do his shirt. Now the shirt I want a little bit lighter color. I'm gonna go with the tan. Well, let me go with a peach color for the shirt. Is that no? That's yellow ochre. Hang on, I want a peach. That's too light. Here we go. I want a peach color because I still want to keep it a tan color on his little shirt, and then kind of lighten and blend out with a lighter peach. Trying to keep it, coordinating with our sunflower over here that we're getting ready to glue into. We'll do his little shorts. We'll cut them out. Just a few minutes, just a little bit more and a little bit on the skin. Okay, let's see his shorts. I kind of want a dark dark green or olive, more olive green. Okay, let's do a little bit darker. Foresty green. Kind of a forest green. Love the olive green. Oh, good. Yeah, I want him to kind of blend in with the sunflowers and into the little forest world that we're creating for him. Now go back with the olive over the top of the dark. Blend that. And again, I kind of hurry a little bit, but don't feel like you have to. All right, now a little bit of a light green for a highlight so you can see where his leg is. Okay. All right, now let me get a dark brown and kind of a tan color. Work on his skin. Try the electric eraser on the paint blob. Okay. It's not one to take off acrylic paint. It's not one to take off acrylic paint, guys. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. We'll just have to cover it up. We'll cover it up. That's on the side of his face. We'll blend it in. Okay. Just a little dark shadow on this side here. Good call, though. Trying that. Okay, I think I want just a tiny bit of black under the sleeve. Separate the sleeve there and his arm. Just a little bit darker under the, like where there's a sleeve shadow right on his hand there. Same for under this arm. Maybe a little bit under the pants, just a tiny bit darker areas. I don't want to get too much black because there's no real black in this piece over here. So I'm trying to keep it, you know, not too but a highlight on the fingers. Worked pretty good with gouache, but okay, I missed something what you were talking about with gouache, Suzanne. All I saw is something works well with gouache, but I didn't see what. Okay, let's go over to this hand. maybe you're talking about the eraser? I don't know. Your little hands colored. Having colored along with me, learning to be the boss of your color. Oh, good, kangaroo. Oh, it does. It works with a gouache. Okay. The electric pencil sharpener. I mean, eraser. All right, let's go up here on his face now, and let's just try to go over that blob right there. Inside the ear. Maybe an earring. I don't know. He's pretty young. I guess, well, Boo got earrings when she was 6 months old, I think. Do a little shading. I don't know. Should we have him have green eyes since he has green outfit and he's an elf? I don't know. Green eyes might be kind of cool. What do y'all think? Let's go for that. Let's see. Let's just start with some light. Then a little bit of darker. Put a little highlight in there too with the Posca. All right, back to the shading on the skin. You know it's Hubster. He has to call. Hey, I'm still streaming. What's up? All right, go ahead. You can't hold out for that leftover spaghetti. Go get you a sloppy burger. Bye. Yeah, we're having leftover spaghetti tonight with salad. He said that his breakfast is worn off. He has to go get a hamburger. Okay, honey, go ahead. You jog 5 miles every morning. You can go get you a hamburger if you want. Maybe a werewolf elf? No, no. Guys, it's too cute. Do a little blending here. Another layer. Darken the eyebrows a little. Just nice soft blending. Again, you can take as much time as you want. I'm trying not to take too much time because I still got to cut them out. We got to do something on the page. There's my terracotta. Just a little bit of color in the cheek. Very light touch. I don't, I want to keep it so you can still see all his features, because he's tiny, right? He's tiny. Tiny little elves. Do a little blending. Okay, that's good. Oh, thanks, guys. I just need a little bit more shade right there. Just a little bit more blending. Okay. All right, let's fussy cut them out. Shall we? Okay. And we're not using the mushroom because he's going to go on top of here. All right, so let me get my scissors. How we doing on time? Oh, we're at 30 minutes. Okay. You just brought him to life. Oh, let me move this ribbon back somewhere, another page. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to try to save the mushroom either, because it's not going to be a full-on mushroom after I cut them out. Try to always move your page, not your scissors. Turn, turn, turn the page. I'll just get rid of extra. Get in there in between his fingers. Just cut off the excess. See, this is why it didn't matter if we went out of lines, right? Because we're fussy cutting. Oh, sorry, I gotta remember standard camera because I'm so zoomed in. I'll back out here in just a minute as soon as we cut them out. I need to turn my chair. I need some of that fan blowing on me. It's getting a little warm under the lights. Gonna look good on the sunflowers? I hope so. We're going to paint him in. Again, I will back out so you can see the full page. And like I said before, when you're collaging something and blending in with the paint, you can, I like torn edges. But we're fussy. We colored him, and he's gonna sit on top of something. He's not gonna be blended in. It's just as easy just a fussy cut compared to the collaging in of collage bits, which blend better when torn. If you're gonna paint them in, if you're gonna try to take paint and blend them in, it's easier with torn edges. But I'm just going to glue him on top with Eileen's tacky. I'm not going to matte medium him in. Oops. Come back here, little fella. Get around that little curl. His boot. Would be need to find a small fairy to sit on the flower. That'd be a pretty tiny fairy. I'm sure we could find one in one of those color books. All right, so now let's go ahead and back out. Refocus. Let me get my focus thing here, guys. Come on, focus, focus, focus. See how that looks? Kind of hard to tell. And the light shifts over the house too. All right, let's move all this out of the way. Let's get all our little cut bits, pencils, make some space. All right. All right, there we go. Oh no, it's not focused at all. Let's go ahead and zoom in one and focus again. Come on, focus. There we go. That looks good. Great point. Helps my great. Lucky little elf. Do you ever use curved scissors? Nah, not really. I usually use whatever's handy. Sometimes I use the big ones. I gotta remind myself. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we want him somehow sitting up here. We want him a focal point. Have his little hand kind of maybe resting right around there. See, something like that. Maybe even a little bit more over there. Something like that. That's kind of where we want him to be. Now I have to kind of decide what I want the background to be, because I want to paint in the background and then glue him on top. Even if it's just this much, guys, that's fine. There's a little bit of a butterfly there. You know, we'll paint it. We'll just paint the background now. So we can do, and again, the paint that I used earlier is already crusting over and drying. So by the time you get to this stage, it's best if you've used that paint up on something else, because it'll crust over, especially under these lights. You know, get a skin on them. All right, so now I'm going to get a little bit of wax paper, because I'm going to paint right up to the edge. And I don't want to glue my pages shut with paint. So I just have some, paper that I can move around on both sides, so I don't glue the page shut. Okay. He needs red eyes. No. Y'all are trying to make him demonic. He's a cute little baby elf. Oh my gosh. You girls are bad sometimes. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to want a little bit more of the same colors that are in the, I'm going to put down here on the ground. So I'm going to put out a little bit more of the raw sienna, a little bit more of the, let's go with any kind of yellow, because this one's called antique gold, but it's not really gold. It's like an ochre color. Okay, a little bit of that. And then, let's see, I got some of the dark green still. Let's see, now I got to think of what kind of sky I want. Do you want it to be at night? Do you want starry skies? We can do a night scene. I think he'll look good there. Or we can do a blue sky. What do y'all want? Night or blue? Night sky, blue sky. Night sky, blue sky. Y'all pick while I take a sip of coffee. I'll go ahead and do down here. So I'm going to just pull my wax paper down here and start. Night sky. No, I'm not putting red eyes, Lindsay. Good grief. No red eyes. Starry sky with planets. You want a night sky? Somebody of y'all want blue? How about well, maybe we'll do half and half. Maybe it'll be the sun is going down. I need a baby wipe to do some blending. So I'm just going to kind of get rid of the white. Set those little sunflower babies down. And some of the little writing is still showing. I'm going to leave that. It's a little bit more dark. Let's see. Where's my brown? Let's go with antique maroon. Let's just add a little reddish brown, kind of. We're gonna do like the sun's going down. All right, so let's put a little bit of dirt down here. Do a little blend. Just add a little bit more contrast. Okay. We'll go ahead and try to get some of the sunflower. See on the edge here, it's white. We'll just add a couple of colors just so the sunflowers kind of almost completely blended off the edge, like that. Okay. A little bit more down in here. All right, let's go off the edge over here with the dark green. A little bit more. I'm just using the colors to blend the napkins right off the edge of the page. Right. Something like that. All right, so now we'll come up here and we'll have, let me get another palette so I don't get a bunch of colors all globbed together. Let's go with some black. It's not black. Where's black? There it is. Let's go with the black and 2 shades of blue. We'll go with the uniform blue, which is kind of like a dark gray blue, and then we'll go with Blue Lagoon, which is a lighter gray blue. All right, are we still here, guys? Oh, my comments froze. Hang on, guys. Okay, I missed a whole bunch of comments, guys, because my comments froze a minute ago. Great point. Helps your older gray cells. Okay. Let me put test in here. I don't want to lose the chat, guys. Okay. Just to keep me locked in. Okay. And I'm keeping the paper, the wax paper up here so I don't glue, because I'm going to go right up to the edge of with the black like this. And if I didn't have wax paper between it, I'd be gluing those pages together. Okay, so we're going to put black. And you don't have to use your finger if you don't want to. All right, so I'm going to come right along the edge there and then blend in with the baby white. Just kind of, so it's almost like it's getting to be night right here. Now it's got matte medium over it, so I can wipe back, right? If there was no matte medium over that, you couldn't wipe that away. Okay, you can't wipe away paint that doesn't have matte medium on it. It won't, on a napkin especially. But because it's got matte medium on it, I can wipe it back. Okay. So now we're going to come over here. This is where the lightest blue is going to be. I need a little bit of white. Nope, still got black on my paint. Let me clean my hand off there. Oh, I gotta remember not to glue my pages together there. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Hopefully when we set our little elf down, have enough light behind him here to make him stand out. Okay, I'm going to pick up some on the baby wipe and kind of blend some in there. Kind of carry some of the blue over into the black just a little bit. Get down there in the crevice. Turn the little elf's flower into a torch. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Sandy. We could do that. A little torch with this flower. I like that idea. Good one, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy Pink. All right, so there we go. I need a clean baby wipe. They get when they get piled up with paint, you can't. It's not wiping away anymore. You're just putting paint back down, right? All right, so we can still continue to work on the sky and everything after. Let's let the layers dry here. Okay. All right, let me dry this with a heat gun. Then we can always kind of fussy paint in some areas. Whoops, got a big blob of black right there. Let me pick up some blue. All right, let me dry this with a heat gun. Blue paints. Thanks, guys. We'll throw on for about 10 more minutes, and then that'll be an hour, 10, 15 minutes. Then I think we'll be done for the day, unless there's something else y'all want to see, talk about, or whatever. Okay, I got some, need to fix some, a little bit more down here. It needs a little bit darker and some, just a little bit of, carry those two pages across each other there. And we can scrape some light on top of it if we need to. All right, let me draw that. We could put little grasses in there, little wispy grass. But you know, we got it. Let's not go play this. Let's not go play this time. We did last week. Remember with the mermaid? There was no stopping us. All right, so now I'll move the wax paper. There's our bit so far. Let's just kind of see where he's going to go. Right, somewhere like right in there. All right, so let's go ahead and put some stars and maybe a planet or two. Let's put a little planet right there. And now let me dry that, and then we'll throw on some. Well, let me go and throw on some stars because let me get a bigger brush here. Coffee. A little bit more water. Okay. Now let me wipe it off of the flowers. I don't want a star on the flower. Right there. Not today. Now let me dry this. It takes a little longer to dry the splatters. Fireflies. He's going to have his little glowy. Okay, there might still be a couple of wet spots there, but we'll continue on. All right, so now I'm going to put some glue. I'm just going to use Eileen's Tacky. Again, I put quite a bit of glue, but don't leave your glue in rivets like that. You want to smash out your glue because otherwise, especially on a thin paper like this, you're going to see those lumps and bumps through the color book page. And sometimes it takes a little bit more glue to glue on a napkin because it's textured, but we'll see. How it goes. Like right along his ears, I'll probably have to get a little bit more glue on my finger to get those little ears because they're so tiny, and probably the tip of his hat too. We'll put a little glow around him too. Just a little bit here. Let me get that glued down. Get him set in. See, I kind of want him to kind of blend with the sunflower, so he's kind of like hidden, but at the same time, here's my white. Oh, you like it? Thanks. Bam. All right, so we're going to glow. We're going to put a little glow around the planet. It could be a moon. It could be a planet. We could even add a little bit of, some kind of texture in the planet. So it could be whatever kind of planet you want it to be. Okay. You could do that with a couple stars too. Just put a little bit of extra glow around them. We'll just pick a few. Less is more sometimes. Just a little touch like that, can be. Okay, now we want to glow around his. We'll add yellow and orange in this to make it almost look like a torch, right? Let's go ahead and add I'm going to put just the tiniest bit of acrylic because then I can go on top of that with some nice paint. But gotta dry that though. Now I'll get some yellow and orange. Let's see, here's orange. A little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow. I think I want to exaggerate the glow because then that way you can really tell that it's glowing if we exaggerate it a little bit. We'll exaggerate it a little bit. Looks awesome. Good. Okay, thanks guys. And then we're going to put a little bit of glow on him here like where the light's hitting him on this side. Maybe a little on his shoulder right here. Right up here. There's my yellow. Just add a little bit of yellow to it so you can see that he's glowing from the torch of his flower. Something like that. Maybe a little bit on his ear. Something like that. And then maybe just a little bit of shadow. What color is that? Okay. We'll shade him in just a little bit. Don't blink. I missed something. I blinked. Huh. I almost want to do that with, let me get some, do I have some brown here somewhere? There we go. It's a little reddy brown. Get my finger wet and a little bit of brown and just kind of put a little bit of a wash of shadow there. Darken it up just a little. It's too much. Let's add a little bit of green to that, make it a little browner. There we go. It just kind of sets him down just a little bit there. Now let me dry that and then I'll put a little more pencil. You're welcome, Sandy. Have a great evening. I'm going to add one more little touch. I don't know. Xandra streams on Wednesdays and Sundays. I'm not, unless she's got a special something going on. I'm not sure. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of my green here. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to just add a little bit of green, extra green inside the sunflowers to make them just a little bit not so flat. And then I'm going to get out some stickles, people. Just a little stickles. Not a lot. Okay, just a little bit more shadow, a little bit more shading under his foot, a little bit under his leg, just a little bit. Just kind of set him down just a little. All right, hang on. One has some in it. Let's test out this one. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to put some stickles in the middle here of the sunflower. Like where the seeds would be. You know what I mean? This is just where the seeds would be. And now you got to do this last because you got to leave the book open for a few hours. I'll hold it up there so you can see it glittering in just a minute. And I'm also going to do the planet, and I'm going to do around his glow. Here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. With my hairdresser a little bit and half a pile. Right. All right, there we go, guys. Let's see if we can. See if I can get the color. It keeps wanting to fly. There we go. That's a little better there. There's a little bit better of the color. And we could always add more, like down here at the bottom. Where's my dark green? We can come in here on top of the napkin, and you could add a little bit more if you wanted to emphasize the leaves just a little. I don't really want to do it too much, just a little bit. Just going to add a tiny bit darker green right along some of the leaves here. But you can play and add as much as you want, right? Like that. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. I had fun doing it. Let me see if I can. Let me try to get the light right before we go. That's more like it. There. Well, we had it for a second. There we go. Quick, look, there's the real color. Look real quick. There it is real quick. If I do the little bit of that moth right there, add a little more color to the moth. But it does want to flash out, guys. But I'll take a picture and post it for you so you can see it a little better. And yeah. Thanks, guys. Well, I'll upload this one, these two. This is part 2, the Happy Mail and the winning drawing for the number. And I haven't seen Flint Rock. Have y'all seen Flint in today? Let me look. Nope, I don't see Flint. Anyway, she's the one that won. Rebecca Flint Rock. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll take a picture of it and post it. So, yeah. All right, guys. Elfish. Yeah, he's a little elf. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, Bam. Bye-bye.